You think people are really gonna watch this,
They ain't got nothing else to do.
right?
Word.
I ain't going on social media talking shit about TDS Radio. I know that much.
My man, Coach Block.
What's up, cuz? How we living?
You're rocking with TDS Radio.
Get it, Kim. All right. She got a vision, and she want us to execute this vision.
Ooh, man. That's what TDS is about today.
Ken and Kim are the two dopest siblings that I know.
All right, man. You ready?
Am I ready? Are they ready?
Nigga.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio, and I am here with...
Your girl so fab. Hey, y'all.
It has been a long time. How is everybody doing? Hopefully everybody is doing well. How are you doing?
You know, I can't complain, my nigga. I can't complain. It was a little shaky yesterday, but today's better. How about you?
Every day is shaky, my nigga. Every day is shaky. That's why we have a new segment that we're going to get to in a minute. In a minute.
In a what?
In a minute. In a minute with some molasses. We're going to get to it in a minute with some biscuits and molasses.
Did you upload what you need to upload?
I don't know.
Okay.
Is it on the...
Yeah. Uh-huh. I just didn't know if you had your graphic.
Yeah, I think I got it. I think I'm all right. Been having a tough day today. Pulitzer surprise. Inside joke. You guys will never hear it until she gets loose lips and tongue. So how's everybody doing? It's been a while since we've been here. I got to look. The camera's here, so I got to look here. As you see, we went back because Kim told me the other setup sucked. So
I didn't say it sucked.
She only dealt with it because she was like, "You had dreams, my guy. You had dreams."
I'm like, if that's what you want.
You had dreams, my boy, but it sucked. So put the shit back, and now we're back.
It's all about branding. Yeah. And it just looks good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, fam.
Just tell me it sucked. That's all. So before we get into anything, there's a couple things that we need to let you guys know as far as just projects and things that we have going on that we want to keep you updated on. The biggest project right now is this. Pachow. So it's top secret stand-up. What's wrong? Pachow. Boom, boom, bang. Can't be great today. So, pachow, pow. So we have Cheryl Wade, Kiara Benson, Victoria McGraw, and Tico Bethea. I need everybody to make sure they tap in. Tickets are flying. I do not want to put people in a position where they cannot come to the show.
I do.
Well, I mean, I want everybody to enjoy the show. I want people to come, but if you waited too late to buy your ticket, that's on you. So you have up until... I would say Saturday, but I don't think it's going to make it till Saturday. After Kim and I sat down and started doing the count, I don't think there's a lot of tickets left. There might be like a 10, maybe 12.
And if you waited, then that's your fault.
Yeah,
you know,
so I don't need to do that. But we have a commercial that I'd like to run. I mean, we kind of worked hard on it. So yeah, here it is.
This is Durham, North Carolina. Somewhere in this city, a top secret event is going down. A former bank vault, private audience, and no way in unless you have a code. 4 of the funniest stand-up comics are breaking into this vault for one hilarious night. Cheryl Wade is bringing the heat. Tico Bethea, no filter, no mercy. Kiki Benson, our headliner, is ready to steal the show. Victoria McGraw, she's our beautiful host of the night. TDS Radio presents Top Secret Stand-Up. This is a private event. Once you buy your ticket, you'll get your exclusive access code. No code, no entry. Get your tickets now before it's locked away forever. Link is in the bio.
People don't know is there's a mixer to this show. Along with the mixer, we are filming it live for Tubi and for Amazon. So please make sure if you buy your ticket, you will be getting a reminder email to make sure you're please on time, or you're going to have to wait until the intermission to be able to be seated, because I can't have you walking in front of the cameras.
No.
And then also, we're going to have a rooftop mixer for people just to kind of chill out and, mix, mingle beforehand. So it's going to be definitely an adult event of some good comedy and some good laughter. And we're going to start a new thing here in the Triangle area where, we have comedy specials that we run. So I want everybody to be a part of this. This is something dope that a lot of effort was put behind. And, it's for our community, our voice, our culture, our voice, our culture. Pachow. Since she didn't like it, do it again.
What the fuck is pachow?
Pachow. Anyway, I'll send it to you because I got you. I can see the comments now. I'll make sure I can send it to you.
I know that's right,
What?
because she said I'm doing good, still grieving, but I was just about to finish renovating my place because she's a new homeowner, about to move in. God is good. I was able to do it on my own. Listen to that. Hey now.
Congratulations. What time is the mixer? The mixer starts at 8. That'll start at 8 o'clock on the rooftop, and it'll go until 9. We get everybody in, and then once we get everybody in, we'll migrate everybody downstairs at the same time, because I don't want people walking in front of the cameras, guys. For us to make sure that this can get on the social media or the streaming services that we want them to be on, this has to be like a Trump type production. Even though we're saying Tubi, everybody jokes that Tubi is, there's still
People watch Tubi religiously.
Well, what I'm saying is there's still requirements that you have to meet for your videos to even make it on there. And I don't want us to not meet it because we got people walking in front of the cameras. That's one of the stipulations that can get you canceled, is if you don't have the film edited properly and you got people walking through old school style, like when we used to watch bootleg videos.
Right.
So you can't have that. So I need everybody to be on time. Nah, man, we just need you to come and have a good time. That's all we need you to do. Don't worry about nothing at all. And we got a new segment. And do you have the button ready?
Hold on. I got you. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay. This is our new segment. It's called The Praise Report. Let the music ride. There we go. It's called The Praise Report. So what we're going to do on The Praise Report, don't take me down yet. Keep me up. What we're going to do here on The Praise Report is we're going to make sure that we talk about something that is good, something that is positive, that is going on in your life. Because in this time right now, people need to talk positive and speak life into dreams and goals, because we don't necessarily have that type of person that's in the office that's going to make us feel good when we wake up in the morning that we're safe. We got to do it for ourselves. So with that being said, welcome to The Praise Report. Y'all know the clap. Do it. Here we go. Yeah. Take me down. All right. So what's something that we're thankful for right now in 2025 on this, what is the day? The 8th. I was going to say the 5th. On this 8th day of April, what are we thankful for? What are we giving praise for? We already got a praise report coming in from Jazz. Her praise report was great, so we're going to put it up there. She says, I'm doing good, still grieving, but I just about finished renovating my place, about to move in. God is good. I was able to do it on my own. Disability. What? So congratulations on that. My praise report is, hey man, I feel like I'm getting through to these young boys.
I like
It's one kid at a time. One kid at a time. But they are realizing that there is somebody there that actually cares about them, and it's some work. It's some work, but I do see the consistency that we are putting out there to these young men. I see it working. And if it's one kid at a time, it's one kid at a time. We'll figure it out from there. One kid at a time.
Yeah.
What you got?
I am so proud of us because we officially have regained ownership of our website. It is
Yeah, check that out.
Fully functional. If you go to tdsradio.com, you can listen.
I'm trying to
You
type.
can go, you can go to our YouTube.
Still need engineers.
You can see our highlights. You can see our messy letter. You can see how you can get in contact with us. You can see our events. And then we also have a portion of our website that takes you into TDS Media for people who are interested in getting marketing help and assistance with their business. And we did that, you know, and you guys know the story. You know what happened with us, but we did it. So now TDS Media has a fully functional website. We're going to continue to build on it. But it's just amazing to be able to see our stuff look how we wanted it to look, and it's functional. So I am.
Yeah, and it's ours.
happy.
That's the
Yes.
biggest part. It's ours.
It
It's
is
functional.
ours.
Can you turn me up just a little bit?
I can.
Yeah, there we go. It's
Oh,
ours.
you
And
know what? It's your headphones. Hold on.
it's ours and it's functional. And I just, like I said, I appreciate everything that we're doing. And I thank God for the opportunity, man. That's the one thing I can say. I thank God for the opportunity. One thing I want to give a shout out because he did jump in real quick. I don't know if he's still on, but my man, Charles Radford. I don't know if you remember Charles Radford. Charles was an old school Holy Rosary friend. His mom used to come over and hang out with mom every now and again. Yeah.
No, with the
That's
no. I know the light skin guy.
Yeah. So
how's he
Charles
doing?
Radford, he's doing great. So what Charles did just recently is he went to he built his own studio, like literally built his own studio, like in I think it's in a shed. Like he built the whole thing. And just recently it was like kind of like work day at school, you know, bring people to work that different professions and all that stuff, like, you know. And he went there with his stuff and let the kids interact with him, and it was on his storyline. You should have seen how those kids lit up and how they enjoyed him actually working with them and giving them beats and things like that. So it's positivity is what we need. Like I spoke this when I was at the men's conference. I don't care who you voted for, because at the end of the day, we all gonna have to work together no matter what. We just need positive push and community. Positive push and community. I ain't got time for the negativity. Positive push and community. And if you're stagnant, I ain't got no time for you, because we need to be positive. And we got another praise report. So praise report. I'm about to graduate with my bachelor's degree in political science with honors and first to graduate in my family.
No, that's right.
We got some noise we can make for
Yeah,
that.
what?
He deserves the highest praise. Hey. I gotta get a tambourine. Congratulations, graduating from college, being the first. Wait, let it go. Yeah, come on. Here it is. There we go. You needed that. You needed that. That's a praise report. When you talking about you the first one to graduate from your college or from college in your family, poli-sci, congratulations. And make sure you help us in that poli-sci world.
Yes.
Be the voice that we know you're setting yourself up to be, so we can get some things fixed, because this ain't right. This ain't right. This ain't right. So we need you, Miss Thomas.
Yes.
We need you. But congratulations for being the first one. And I'm glad y'all are enjoying our praise report. I guess we need that.
Hello.
Right.
We do. We most certainly do.
So we'll turn this into a real praise report. All right. So I'm gonna have to change gears though.
You got birthdays.
Oh, we'll stay positive.
Yeah. Let's just slide into birthday.
We're gonna have to change gears though, because it's not gonna stay this way for the entire show. Go ahead and get our praise report in, and then slide on to the bull. But before we get there, let's get into some birthdays. There we go. All right. So today is April 8th. We would like to say happy birthday to April Ebo. Happy 43rd birthday. Andre Tucker, happy birthday. Jamel Livingston, happy 32nd. Angie Banks, our cousin, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Amy Sanders, happy birthday. Tierra Owens, co-worker, happy birthday. And another co-worker, my homeboy, Brett Steiner, happy birthday, the Italian stallion. How you doing?
And happy birthday to Vince.
Is today his birthday?
I think it was yesterday.
It didn't pop on. But okay.
Mhm.
Well, happy birthday. So let's get to our birthday song with the new birthday graphic.
Hey.
Y'all ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Well, it looks good. It looks good. It looks fine. It looks fine. We hope you have a good time. Happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday to you.
And as the saying goes, continue to live your life in a way that makes every day worth celebrating from the Sibs. And I need y'all to be extremely happy for me because y'all know I rumble, stumble over words, and I have that memorized. It's not on the screen anymore, and I can still memorize that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess it's about time.
You're gonna go into it?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna start with this
Okay.
because it's not as long as the others. Okay. So
Right.
I'm gonna try to do a better job at centering my rants because my rants tend to take some time. We got to go through a few things. But when I have my rants, I usually, I have a point. And so today's rant, I am going to be a little bit more articulate about.
Mm-hmm.
And today's rant is just about supporting small business because you can never get enough of supporting small businesses.
Right.
And especially in a time where this economy with tariffs and et cetera, has a lot of small businesses closing.
Mm-hmm.
So support is of the essence. So I don't have any music behind it yet, but I do have a dope graphic. We are now going to go into our segment of the rant of the day. It's a pretty cool graphic, isn't it? Today's rant of the day. So I even went as far as to actually script this out, guys. So today's rant, let's talk about it. Why y'all only support small businesses when you're in the clique? You'll repost a celebrity brand about 15 times, but your homie t-shirt line is crickets. Your homegirl launches a candle business, and then we ask for discounts instead of reposting. Why is it only cool to support after the person has already received their clout? Well, here's the truth. Supporting shouldn't come with a handshake or a secret password. You don't have to be in someone's inner circle to show love. A share is free, a comment is free. Telling your people, yo, check this out is free. We appreciate you, cuz, because you do that for us all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But your silence in small business, unfortunately, Kim and I have seen, it can cost a business everything: time, visibility, and most importantly, confidence. And then y'all love saying we don't have enough, but then yet when we do create, you got to support. Be the reason someone levels up today and not be the reason someone gives up today. Your support might be the only thing that keeps their dream alive in this moment. So stop gatekeeping your support. If the product is dope, if the service is fire, show love loudly, because at the end of the day, if it ain't real, it ain't dope. So support loud or stay silent. So that's my rant today. Support loud or stay silent. Don't wait and jump on the bandwagon once everybody gets going, because that's terrible.
Right.
The support is needed when you're trying to get this thing off the ground and nobody believes in you. If we had this comedy show and the only person that showed up was my cousin from Virginia, Jazz, that pops up, I promise you this show would go on and we would just make her laugh and she'd just be the two people. Because you know why? She supports us. She drives from Virginia to come to functions in North Carolina. And sometimes, I'm going to say it, because guess what? I don't care. We can't get people that live right here to come to an event. But then we'll say, I support you. Well, what that look like? Because I don't see you on the shares. You ain't sending the cash app saying I can't come, but I'll still buy a ticket just to support. I don't see you doing no likes and none of that. So what explain to me what that looks like? Because I don't know. Before my mother passed, one of the things I told her was, I don't want to hear nothing about family and support because I don't necessarily see it the way you say it. And she got mad at me, but it was the truth. I don't see it the way you say it. There's people who come and support, but I know there have been people outside of this family who has supported us more than the people that's in our own.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There are friends who have supported, or strangers who have supported better than friends, or people who we've called friends. So I don't understand it. So here's what I'm saying. Stop hating and support. That's all. And everything doesn't have to be your bag to support, but don't say we family and I got you, or don't say we friends and I got you, but then I don't see nothing to prove the words besides just you ran into me and you hit me with the, I see what y'all doing, keep it going. I will kick you in your shin. And that's Coach Block's rant for the day. You got the beep?
Yes, hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna set you up.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna set you up. Uh-oh. Will somebody play?
Okay, there we go.
Get the out my mother face with that, because I swear to God, if y'all say that one more mother time and lie, I'm gonna put my whole foot in y'all mother. Thank you.
Okay.
Y'all lying asses.
Okay.
Not support. Support what? Don't support just because it's cool to say you support. If you don't like it, you don't like it, but don't lie.
Yeah. And I think that's where we have to have very transparent and candid conversations. And there's one person who, we don't necessarily, she don't come around no more. Why? I don't know. She just disappeared off the face of the earth. But when we asked her, like, well, why don't you come to the brunches? She was like, that's just not my jam. I'm never going to show up to a brunch. And honestly, I'm like, okay, well, now I know. I know not to expect your support in that area. But, when she was hanging around us, it's like, okay, well, I can support you in this. So, you might not like the podcast. That's okay. But like you said, it doesn't take anything to share or to like or to show up to an event, because our events, cater to any and everyone, from fuck up nights to the black ass brunch to, you doing the Groove Me thing to now the comedy show. So out of what we're doing, there has to be something that you can say, oh, I'll stand behind that.
Or maybe you're just a hater.
Okay. Well, that,
because that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't. I ain't sugarcoating no more, man. That Pittsburgh came out, right? I ain't sugarcoating no more, right? Sometimes y'all just hating. And it's okay. It's okay. But when you see me, don't pull the fake smiles and, oh, man, I like what y'all doing. Keep it up. Hey, man, don't just do me a favor. Keep on walking. It's okay. I don't want no drama. I don't want no issues. And I'm not saying it to be a hater. My rant is more so on, at this point in time, be true to those in the community that you want to be true to, and don't be fake to others. But because that fakeness that you have will show, and it can be discouraging, because then you start questioning, like, well, do they rock with me? Why? It's easier to know if somebody don't rock with you so you can move to the next. But when you're trying to convince people, like, yo, this is dope, get with it. And they're like, yeah, we want to get with it, but no, I ain't know, yeah, y'all want to get with it, but like, and that doesn't mean that anybody is over criticism or being critiqued. Of course, as a business, you should always be open to criticism and critiques, because nothing is perfect. The moment you think you got it, you don't. But also know that it needs to come from a place of, like, I support you. I would like to see y'all try this, or maybe if you can try that, versus, man, that ain't hitting because y'all ain't doing it like this. Well, what are you doing besides nothing? I said it. What we got next before I go in? Because I'll start dropping names in a minute, because I done had enough of it. I have. I've had enough. Because here's the thing, and this is my last point. When people are trying to do better, or when people are try to stick their neck out there to do something that nobody else is doing or that they have a dream or a passion of, sometimes just be quiet and let them work. And then just on the side every now and again, slide some encouragement, because that helps. But if it's not your thing, let them know that instead of faking the phone. Like you said about the person who said brunches aren't me. It gives you a better understanding, because when you're providing a service for people, you need feedback to know if you're hitting the mark or if you're just throwing darts at a dartboard blindfolded. Everything that we do is a service. So we need to know feedback of, could you try this? Could you try that? Not saying that we're going to take everything in consideration, but if you guys are the consumer, the goal is to make sure the consumer is happy. But don't be out here hating. The hate must stop. Because if it ain't real, it ain't dope. You got to be dope to be real. Dope is an acronym for defining our people's excellence. Don't steal it yet. I ain't got time to put it on a t-shirt, but.
Or more importantly, trademark it.
That's more than putting it on a t-shirt. I'm just begging, please don't steal it. Please don't steal it. Because you heard it here first. If you did, it was time-stamped at least. I could say they stole it. So let's get on a lighter note today.
I will say this, and this goes into your point of support. And this kind of feeds into like entertainment news and blockbusters and things like that. It's kind of all wraps up in one. But I don't know if you heard about the movie One of Them Days. It's from Issa Rae's production company.
No.
Okay. So it has SZA in it and it has Keke Palmer.
Oh man, they said that's one of the worst movies ever created.
Yeah. So then that's where I'm going to go into my little rant. So essentially it's a quick snippet of it.
Blockbuster? Should I be playing this?
I mean, we can, because then I have two.
Introducing Blockbuster's movie review on TDS Radio, your go-to source for fire reviews on movies, at-home streaming, cable television, and more. Let's see if it'll get the 2 thumbs up from the Sibs or if it's whack. The reviews will cover edge-of-your-seat thrillers to heartwarming dramas. We got you covered for all your entertainment cravings every Tuesday at 7 p.m. And for my streamers, let's create an entertainment community. If you have a show or movie we should review, DM us so we can share it. Life is too short for bad movies and boring shows. So tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. for the review and follow us on Facebook, Instagram to join the community of entertainment enthusiasts. It's Blockbuster's Movie Review. Get your popcorn ready. It's TDS Radio, our voice, our culture.
To do better with watching stuff.
Yeah.
I've been creating. I ain't got time to watch nothing.
Yeah, because there's a whole list of things that we could be discussing, but it's okay. We'll go with this because I don't feel like you're going to watch this movie anyway. But One of Those Days, it's produced by Issa Rae. It was in select theaters and then it got released to Netflix. And essentially it is about SZA. She was with a guy. She's roommates with Keke Palmer. She gave him the rent money. He took it and, did some stupid stuff with it. And now they're trying to beat the clock to not get evicted.
Okay.
So there's all sorts of shenanigans and things that are happening in the midst, but it's a typical, like buddy comedy sort of thing. This is something that I'll say we've seen before, probably like in the early millennium when a lot of these movies came out, like, Pineapple Express, Year One, Napoleon Dynamite, like stupid films that kind of have like that easy chuckle comedy that doesn't really take much brain power.
Yeah.
But now it's predominantly
Those are the movies
black.
I go to sleep to.
Well, yeah. And it's one of those things where now we're talking about a predominantly black film. Now, am I going to say that it's comedic gold? Absolutely not. Did I get a couple chuckles? Absolutely. Do I feel like there's a place for it in cinema? Absolutely. And I feel like we are our worst enemies in this because we ask for things like this. So when we go and we see these movies that have Jack Black in it and, Seth Rogen and what's the other guy? The other one that's chunky and then, will lose weight. Oh my gosh, I can't think of his name. Jonah Hill, we say like, well, why can't we see these films with black people in these spaces? And then when it's delivered, and produced by someone who is black, then we are overly critical of it. I'm not saying that you have to, sit here and say, oh, it deserves 5 stars, but don't trash it either. If it's not your cup of tea, like you said, even with TDS, there's no need to go on a public platform like this is terrible. This is the worst movie that I watched, because it's not. I promise y'all it's not. I've watched a lot of movies and I've seen some terrible shit, But this was not it. It just wasn't. What?
The only thing I got about what you just said, only thing. Those other guys are good. Who said SZA was good?
Well, you know.
Like, I get Kiki, right?
Yeah.
Kiki's good. We like Kiki, but SZA, you just play the
Yeah.
music.
And I mean, she was playing the ditzy friend that, was a complete fuck up in
She
life.
must have been cheap.
I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
Issa, really? You know a lot of black comedians that can do comedy pretty well.
And she put a lot in there. Like Cat Williams is in there.
I seen that. He was a bum, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he was. The one girl, what's her name? Kayla Mayha. She was in there. Janelle James from Abbott Elementary was in there. So she put, people in there.
She's just giving her a chance.
I think so. I think
Okay.
it may have been one of those things where it's like, well, let's give you a chance and see what you can do. Was she
Was it
terrible? No.
worse than Janky Promoters? Because
I never
Janky
watched Janky
Promoters
Promoters.
is one of the most funniest, non-funniest movies ever.
I've never watched
It's only
it.
funny because it's so terrible.
I never watched it.
I like Janky Promoters, but I don't think too many other. That's what I call myself. I'm out here on my Janky Promoter. Trying to get it off. I'm in Modesto. Anybody who's watched it knows we in Modesto. Modesto. You should watch it because I promise you, it's super corny. Tiffany Haddish is in it too. It's not a very good movie, but it's so bad that it's good.
I don't think it was that sort of comedy. It's just more so like a light chuckle, like an easy watch because, they're two friends. One's on the, one's trying to get her life together. The other one is terrible.
So kind of like a small version of the movie with Samuel and Bernie Mac. Soul Men.
Yeah, kind of like that. I think
two
it's
friends just trying to figure it
they're
out.
trying to figure it out, and then ultimately ends up being a wholesome, heartwarming ending and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do I feel like it should be getting the dragging on social media that it's getting? No. I feel like and then I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't. Because y'all will be the same people who will go and watch Duplicity and Beauty in Black by Tyler Perry and say that shit is good. When we all know that the acting is absolutely terrible, the storylines absolutely don't make any sense, or they're super simplistic. It's filled with trauma and black men ain't shit, and bad wigs and carrying on. You'll say that is good. But when we just want to make a feel-good comedy of just two girls who are just trying to get their shit together and figure it out, and they end up having, all these different antics that happen in the meantime, and we're putting on other black comics and actors and stuff like that, we want to sit here and bash that. But we'll say, yeah, Beauty in Black is terrible, but I can't wait for that second season. Come on. And then don't say that you want stories like these only to be overly critical. If it's not for you, it's not for you, but there's no need to go on a public forum and then bash a black woman who is doing something or trying to do something. And then furthermore, act like, oh, well, this could have been better. Well, maybe it could, but guess what? It's just one movie, and it's not going to win any Oscars or anything like that. But it was just a feel good.
But now on the flip side, today we experienced the brothers say the same thing about a radio station. Y'all ain't got to go on public forums and bash me because of what I did. And then, so is there a line?
Well, I think with that, when people are constantly trying to tell you what you need to do and you don't want to listen, and you're not listening to the community,
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's when it's like, well, now we ain't got no choice because you ain't fucking listening.
Okay.
There have been endless conversations about said radio stations and what they need to do and what people want to see and hear.
Right.
But that has yet to change,
Okay.
Whereas these people are trying to make change. Well, Issa Rae is trying to bring different stories and different things to the black community.
Okay.
And then you're dragging her for fucking filth. Like, come on. Really, y'all?
I mean,
really?
Yeah.
Really?
Hey.
And same thing with the other movie.
I know one thing. Y'all come to this comedy show and try that shit. It's going to be something. I'll tell you that now. Because I ain't Issa Rae. I don't have no coins to lose. Like when... on Sonic, when he ain't got his coins and the next thing could take him out. It's TDS Radio, baby. We ain't got no Sonic coins in the bucket. Mario, 0. So talk stupid if you want to. I expect 5 star reviews. Can we get Google reviews?
We can create a Google business page.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I need 5-star reviews, baby. Talk stupid if you want to. The only reason why I say that is because ain't nobody else doing it. I'm the dude that's going to respond to y'all crazy, like the business when the business owner go underneath and respond back.
Please don't.
You what? What?
Please don't.
I feel you. I just think at this point in time, people who are trying to do something different, I think we just need to have some grace for it and stop thinking that everything that we produce has to be a masterpiece, because it's not. Like The Wash. Anybody ever see The Wash by Snoop and Dre? It is terrible, but it's ours. And you know what? After you watch it a couple of times, it's like, okay. But it's ours. That's the same way I feel about The Second Friday. The Second Friday is terrible. The introduction of Day Day was sucky.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't get good until Friday
Mm-hmm.
after next. But the next Friday, from the wardrobe with Ice Cube running around with a number 4 jersey on with no team. Like, what team is that?
And even his films, like his family films, you know, all
Are
of them,
we there yet?
Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah.
But it's our trash.
Yeah, and
So,
why can't we see a black family go through absolutely ridiculous moment? Like
Johnson Family Vacation?
I like Johnson Family Vacation. I don't care what you say. I liked it.
Terrible.
But why can't we see ourselves in these roles? And like I said, we ask for this stuff and then we get upset or we tear it down.
Because I think it's kind of like Hollywood Shuffle. They only want to see certain comics do it. Like, so when Hollywood Shuffle, when they were making a joke saying we need an Eddie Murphy type, same thing. So when we see Kevin Hart in these roles and stuff like that, it's acceptable. But when we try new people, it's like, because we are a traditional folk. We want to see it look the same way every single time. No different than people saying we shouldn't recast the Black Panther.
And I told y'all who was going to be the next Black. I told you.
So, and I'm glad that he got recasted, because the Black Panther did not die. The actor did. So, you know, but that's how we get. You know, light skin Aunt Viv and dark skin Aunt Viv. Aunt Viv, watch the show. Jesus Christ.
Well, one Aunt Viv was better than the other.
But yeah, she was.
I ain't even gonna lie.
And the color of the kids didn't match no more. You're like, now how did y'all get Ashley
or Carlton?
Both of y'all light.
Mm-hmm.
And then who's the little dude?
Nikki.
Where did he come from? And why is he so clearly? There needs to be a DNA test, not DNS. I don't know what that is. What's next?
And the next thing.
F up. That's right. We didn't do it.
Huh?
That's effed up.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it's time for.
That's effed up.
That's. I didn't get the beat. That's.
Hold on.
Oh man. Up. So today's stories are by Kim. So what do we have?
Well, let's start with the first one, because while we talk about our people, we, have things like
show
this.
that we've made.
Yeah,
we made that Ninja Turtle dude famous. I'm pissed.
I did not know about that until recently.
Like, he is now famous. He's getting checks for this stuff now.
He is.
What in the world is going on?
And people tune in religiously and watch them, but I think that there's a serious problem there. So, and Pop the Balloon will now be on.
It's
Netflix.
on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever came up with it, genius. Now you sold it.
Absolutely.
Now you got paid.
That's the way to do it.
We need to get TDS on Tubi, because they got Deion Sanders on there with really tight pants and these little seats looking crazy.
Wait, what?
Yep.
And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
The reason why I popped her balloon, I'm an eyebrow guy. I know I don't get mine done and they're just like whatever, but that's the first thing that I saw like right away. Even in my peripheral, I saw, I'm.
What the hell?
What?
I don't know.
Okay, there we go.
Let's try it again.
All right. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
The reason why I popped her balloon, I'm an eyebrow guy. I know I don't get mine done and they're just like whatever, but that's the first thing that I saw like right away. Even in my peripheral, I saw, I don't want to get too, but yeah, that's the only thing I'm focusing on right now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they look great. They're perfectly shaped. You know what I mean? They're perfectly shaped. Yeah. But I don't know. They're not my liking. They're too perfect. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then you did something right. Okay.
All right, coach. So as a guy, is there such thing as not liking a woman because her eyebrows are too perfect?
No, never heard of that before.
What's really going on here? Because what?
Never heard of a dude say I'm an eyebrow guy.
I'm like, you have this gorgeous woman who looks like a little Barbie doll, and you're like, oh no, I don't want to
like
be
your eyebrows.
Yeah, I don't like your eyebrows
with a fake gold chain on.
That's super long. What's happening here?
I don't know.
Guys, have y'all ever experienced that where someone's just like, oh no, I don't want to pursue you because of something so trivial like eyebrows?
Crazy.
That is insane. And you confidently came onto the show and recited that and was like, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. Your eyebrows are actually perfect, but they're too perfect. So I'm not going to move forward with you.
Perfect. You know what I mean?
Like, what are we talking about? Like, what's wrong with her eyebrows? What is wrong with this woman's eyebrows? What are we talking about? What is he talking about, man? Like, what is wrong with him? What is wrong? I don't even see where the problem is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you look at some people, you're like, because like Taraji, I hate her eyebrows.
Oh,
she always, I got my hat on, but her shit always look like somebody drew them on, like the clown that's like, why, Taraji, you make too much money to look like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. The fuck you got going on? And that's not the case here. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, I mean, are they fake? I don't know. Like, are those tattooed?
No, they're not tattooed. It looks like she kind of filled them in a little bit, you know.
I get people to tell me I get my eyebrows done all the time. I think it's wild. Like, no, I brushed them.
I've never.
Who wants a nappy eyebrow? I've seen that with old men.
Okay.
You're like, man, why? How did your eyebrows get nappy?
All right.
And then barbers have to cut them like they do edges.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy work. I don't want to look like that. Now that's a bad eyebrow. When you look like that, that's a bad eyebrow. But she don't got a bad eyebrow. So I don't know. And then when you say she's perfect, I mean, her eyebrows are perfect. They are. I mean, what is...
And I guess maybe that was his counter to her, because of course these are the people who are saying that they don't want to date you. So
she already popped her balloon.
Yeah, she popped her balloon, and I guess this was his counter
just
of just like, I'm an eyebrow guy. I'm an eyebrow guy, and I don't like your eyebrows
because they're too perfect. What is wrong with this black woman? Somebody tell me what is wrong with her. Like, once again, this is where I say I don't like the show, because it allows it to be messy.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's be honest, man. First of all, she's out of your league. And somebody, oh, why are you saying that? But look at him. She didn't say she didn't like your hairline, because that's crazy. Come on and cut it off with me, bro. Like, that would be like if I grew my hair. It's all the way back here. She didn't say she didn't like the fact that your round off ain't quite round off. She didn't say that your shirt came from Walmart. She didn't say nothing about this Temu chain, because I've seen that on Temu. Or DHgate. She didn't say any of that. Like, and this little goatee that you got going on. It's a lot of face, no hair, bruh. Where the fuck is your hair?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
So this guy said there's a problem with this girl. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This guy, once again, let's take it back to this guy. Look, even she's like, what? Look at her face. What? She's messy though, but what?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But then look at him.
Mm-hmm.
And say, I don't like your eyebrows. Boy, bah. You was just hurt because she popped her balloon.
Yeah.
But you came out there with that damn outfit. I mean, you know, and her little Cyndi Lauper get up ain't better. But I'm saying eyebrows.
Look, the dress is cute.
Girls just want to have fun.
It's all pink. Like, oh, like a little Barbie doll.
What do we have next?
So next we have a school. This whole incident happened at a school coming out of Louisiana, where a principal and a parent get into it. And I guess my question is, who do you feel is right in this incident?
Video of a principal getting slapped to the ground is turning heads in the city of Plaquemine. On Monday, the principal at Iberville Elementary was watching a basketball game when police say she noticed young children walking onto the court while the game was being played. You can see the principal getting up so the little kids didn't get hurt. At least 2 times she pulls the kids back while the game is in play. At some point, Plaquemine Police Chief Stephen Angolio says words were exchanged, and the mom was having none of it. After the principal was knocked to the ground, you can see she grabs a napkin to wipe her face. Police say she had a busted lip and a head injury. Tonight, Alicia Parker, the mom seen hitting the principal, is facing felony charges: battery on a school teacher, resisting officers, and disturbing the peace. Another woman who also got involved is also facing charges. Jamisha Godshaw, charged with assault on a school teacher.
Jamisha Godshaw. I hope they put Jamisha ass under the jail. Because why did you do that? Why are you not watching your kids? That's the whole reason this all happened, because you weren't watching your children.
Exactly. And all she did was, take them and have them come back a little bit off of the court, because what would have happened? Either they would have got hit with the basketball, or somebody would have fell on top of them. Something would have happened to these kids. Why are they not sitting down?
I don't know. Gabe, I agree. Mom's eyes, there's something wrong. I do agree. Like, not being funny.
Huh.
You can see it in her eyes.
Didn't even pay attention.
Nah, well, let's go ahead and put on the film like it's football.
You got to change the layout.
Tonight, this video of a principal getting slapped to the ground is turning.
Put it on. There we go.
Oh, yeah. I can see. Yeah. Not her.
That's Jamisha. Jamisha looks crazy. Don't get me wrong. Mish, little Misha. She looks wild as hell. But look at that.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Wait a minute, before we go further, Gabe, are you coming to our damn comedy show?
I
done told Gabe because his cousin, we calling Negroes out on the show, because I done told Gabe, because his cousin, who happens to be my therapist, I done told him too, like, they both need to come. So I done told James.
Stop the damn story. Hold on.
Sidebar on these crazy bitches. So I done told James and Gabe they better be at the show, because I don't know what's going on. Like,
okay, but as
so Gabe, no, don't try that.
Danielle said I'm on the principal's side, and
Gabe
talking about now her eyebrows.
Eyebrows.
Well, so people look at me crazy when I say this, but I'm like, you can tell a lot about a person depending on how fucked up their eyebrows are. And this is a clear indication that something's going on.
So you got to find a babysitter. See, I told you one day we're going to provide babysitting services. Not this time, though. But one time. Not this time.
But I agree. I mean, because I don't see where the principal was in the wrong. Like, I'm trying to get your children out of harm's way, potentially.
Why aren't you watching them? So they're on the court. So they're on the court right now. The game is going on behind them. They're on the court. So the principal's letting it happen. Okay, little Susie ran past, but she's behind. They're on, literally, that is out of bounds. They could get ran over. And she just literally moved them. I don't think it was disrespectful how she moved them.
No.
I don't think she pushed them. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way she picked them up was, because look, and then look, if you look in the background, here's the real reason why. See where the ball is at?
Yeah.
The ball's right here. So the ball is on the side where the kids is at. That's why she's making the move over there, because she really didn't move over there until the ball came that way.
Right.
So
then she said she had to do it twice.
The ball's there. So now this kid has the ball. She's now making her way over here, because what if these guys run down into this corner of the court, right? So, I mean, what else was she supposed to do? That's why principals are there, to protect the court, players, and everybody around.
Yeah, let's move
them.
Yeah, just a little bit. That's it. And then here you come, big titties.
And where were you at?
And why did we let it get to that point? And then here you
go. Like, and then wait, then is this Mish? Look at Mish.
More big titties.
They look like they do everything illegal in their project house. Hair, weed, everything. That's exactly what I would expect y'all to look like in this situation.
And then I guess my question, because as an educator, like you're an educator, Gabe, I feel like you are an educator, right? An educator as well. So how do you
Look at this
protect yourself
big-ass woman
in
coming.
situations like this?
You swing.
Okay. All right.
Okay. She hit me first. I'm swinging.
And how did she get that close? Why are you that close arguing with me?
Well, because the game is here. The other part is, what school are we at? Because where's the crowd?
Well, look at the kids.
I don't care. Even when I was in 8th grade, we packed the gym. What?
I don't think this is 8th grade. I think these little ones.
Nah, this is crazy. What this is.
Parents are known for getting all emotional about their children during the game. It's parents like them is why there is a shortage. That's what Danielle said. And Gabe said he's swinging back.
Who was there to? And Danielle, you coming to the comedy show? We hitting everybody up on comments.
Of, girl.
Danielle, you coming to? And then who's all watching on damn that? We're calling everybody out.
Yes, on Instagram.
Instagram, you too. So it's Tiffany. We want to see you. Victoria, you better be there.
Yeah.
You better be there, Victoria.
Yeah. I don't know who these other people
Crafty
are.
Layers, I don't know who you are. And
I don't know, Breland.
Breland, you better be there too. Ethan 437, yeah. And who's Mind, Body, and Sense? That's
yeah.
This
No. I know the name. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Alana.
That's it.
There we
I
go.
knew it. Okay, there we go. She's better with names than me. I don't even remember my kids' birthdays.
I'm like, drop it, please, because I couldn't remember. That's
we got you though. X, you better be there too.
Yeah.
You know what? Damn all the comments. But you know what? Because it's our shit. Here's where y'all need to be.
This is Durham, North Carolina.
Now,
Somewhere in this city, a top secret event is going down. A former bank vault, private audience, and no way in unless you have a code. 4 of the funniest stand-up comics are breaking into this vault for one hilarious night. Cheryl Wade is bringing the heat. Tico Bethea, no filter, no mercy. Kiki Benson, our headliner, is ready to steal the show. Victoria McGraw, she's our beautiful host of the night. TDS Radio presents Top Secret Stand-Up. This is a private event. Once you buy your ticket, you'll get your exclusive access code. No code, no entry. Get your tickets now before it's locked away forever. Link is in the bio.
Yeah, so make sure you're there, huh?
I said no, but seriously, you need to get your tickets, because if the
don't
people
get mad, because if they're not, there's going to come a day, probably Thursday, Friday, where I'm gonna say it's sold out. I'm trying to tell you, make sure you get your tickets, because
it ain't shady and petty. It is what it
be
is.
There.
Be
there.
here.
Be there.
Be here.
Beat us here. Don't meet us here. Yes. They know what? 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 Do you have your ticket? Gabe, you too.
Well, no, Gabe said that he's looking for a sitter.
We always looking for sitters, ain't we? It's crazy work. I'm gonna get you a sitter. How about that? We'll find one for you. I know enough high school kids watch a kid.
I'm watching my damn kid.
What bio? Don't worry about the bio. Go to eventbrite.com. Matter of fact, I can't type.
Why can't you? Oh, because it's over there.
Because the keyboard's right there.
Oh, okay. Well, this is what you can do. You can go to tdsradio.com, and then you can go to events, and all the information is there. The link for the Eventbrite is also
I can't
there.
type. Don't be laughing, Jay.
Hmm?
Oh, what bio? X, your mom already got VIP tickets. You just be here.
I don't get it. What do you mean?
What bio? Like the link is in the bio. They're asking what bio.
Oh, no. tdsradio.com. Then go to events on the events tab, and then you'll see the comedy show, and you'll see the link for the Eventbrite.
Yes, you can go there. And I will give,
and it's also in our Instagram bio.
But X, your mom already has VIP tickets. So
but she might do her own thing. That would be awkward.
So X, ask your mom about her VIP tickets, because she gets 4 of them. VIP comes with 4 tickets. So you might need to ask your mom about that, X. Make sure. But you better be there. I know that. I wish I would not see you. I'm going to talk about you. If I don't see you there.
Yes, you said next Tuesday. Let me tell you about this shit.
If I don't see you there, you try to pull up on me. And I know you. I'm going to talk about you now. Please believe I'm going to talk about you now. I don't want to hear that. Danielle, don't worry about it. And matter of fact, y'all lucky I can't type, because here I would give y'all the benefit of the doubt. If you have, matter of fact, I'm gonna just tell you, if you have $35 right now, $35, Kim and I'll just say, send it to our Cash App with your name. Our Cash App is TDS Radio. You won't even have to go to Eventbrite, because Eventbrite will add extra fees. Go to TDS Radio for Cash App, throw us $35 and make sure your email is in there and you're locked in. But if you do it after the show, we're not helping you. So you got to do it while we're on. You got about 49 minutes to get that done.
Well, Danielle says she can't do anything until Friday because, people when they're paid.
What does Varna have to do? Varna has VIP. Y'all need to tap in with her.
Yeah, because you get 4 seats. So
yes.
I made the assumption that so I'm not going to put nobody's business on.
Oh, that somebody was going to have tickets?
Huh?
What?
No.
Oh, well, the reason why I said reach out to Miss Varna is because Miss Varna bought VIP. VIP comes with 4 tickets. So just check with her. See if what's the game plan. That's all I'm saying. And then anybody else who got VIP, Miss Nicole got VIP. Check with her. She's out there.
She said, don't try to, I got my tickets. Fuck that. Trying to bring people to my table.
I'm just saying, there's people out there with VIP. If you ain't got VIP, you can go get your ticket off of Eventbrite, tdsradio.com. You can go find the tickets there. Or you can go to Eventbrite. Or if you're watching the show in the next 47 minutes, just send it to our Cash App and you avoid all fees. But I'm telling you now, there's not, and this is all jokes aside, we're saying this because there's not a lot of tickets left. So I think we might be at about 15, 20, if that. So 20. Yeah, 20 might be cutting it a little close. So we might be, we're somewhere in the teens. So make sure you guys get your tickets. What do we, it's almost messy letter time. What do we have?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Is it messy letter time?
Yeah. Because
is there entertainment news? Do you have that?
Huh?
Oh, you're going with Varna. Okay.
See, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you good.
That's what I was thinking. So I didn't want to.
Okay. Cool.
Put her business out there because she might be like, I invited somebody else, and we giving away her shit.
I want y'all to check right now, didn't y'all? Y'all checked immediately, didn't you?
Don't fucking embarrass us. Fuck you.
Y'all checked ASAP, didn't you?
And then I know that's right.
But okay, so what do do you have entertainment news or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I mean, we could do a quick run through, but it's nothing major.
All right. What do we got?
We have our messy letter.
Okay. So it is time.
Wait, hold on. Give me a second. I gotta pull it back up. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm ready.
It's time for the messy letter. Let's get it done.
All right. This one says, just straight to the point. A female is pressuring me to commit to her. I'm not ready. My kid's mother and I still have indescribable feelings. I'm stringing this other girl along to make her happy. I don't know how much longer I can do it. I want to regain my love for my kid's mother. I've told this female I communicate with her till she finds someone else, but it seems she's committing feelings for me and I'm no longer interested. What's a gentle approach to dismiss her? She has numerous red flag styles. Please help.
Say it again.
The whole letter?
Yeah.
Okay. A female is pressuring me to commit to her. I'm not ready. My kid's mother and I still have indescribable feelings. I'm stringing this other girl along to make her happy. I don't know how much longer I can do it. I want to regain my love for my kid's mother. I've told this female I communicate with her till she finds someone else, but it seems she's committing feelings for me and I'm no longer interested. What's a gentle approach to dismiss her? She has numerous red flag styles. Please help.
There's nothing to help you with. They can't help him. Your ass is cooked.
What do you mean?
You dealt with a crazy chick, numerous red flags. You can't get out because you've lied. So now that you've lied your way into some buns.
Well, no. He said he told her.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
Because if you told her, then this is not a hard situation to get out of.
Mm-hmm.
You lied. You finessed. You blamed the baby's mother. You made the baby's mother look like she was the problem, only for you now to be back in front of your baby's mother saying, I want to work it out. Because child support is real. So then now it's cheaper to keep her, ain't it? So now you want to sit there and try to figure this out with her ass. Meanwhile, knowing good and damn well, you lied to the side chick. So now how do you get out of the situation? You don't. You get ready to go through whatever hell you've created for yourself. Let's just call a spade a spade. There is no light way to put this. As men, we need to talk straight up to other men. Oh, she got red flags. You knew every one of those red flags and you kept running straight through every last red flag because you wanted the buns. You got the buns. Now you're like, I really don't want this anymore. Or the buns was trash or whatever it is. Or you realize she's crazy. I'm going to go back home. Now you got to go back home, but you got baggage. So now you got to figure out how to handle this baggage. And she's crazy enough to tell your baby's mother everything you told her, which has been lies, which is going to make the baby's mother upset. So then there is no gentle way. The gentle way is, how can I tell her with the least possible amount of consequences? You ain't got that. You didn't set it up that way because you set it up by lying. That's why you want an out. If you were straight up with everybody, then how hard is it to get out? I can't do this anymore. Well, what would you mean? I can't do this anymore. I'm going back, to fix things with my, okay, cool. And if the baby's mother knew what you was doing, then that would be, everybody would know. You lied, bruh. So now.
And it doesn't make it any better when you say, I've told her, I'll read it exactly how he wrote it. I've told this female I communicate with her till she finds someone else, but she's committing feelings for me. Why would you tell someone that?
She's feeling you because you've lied. Nobody's going to feel you off of your lie and dismiss your lie. You've lied. You played with her emotions and now she's here. And then you're going to try to tell her that she's crazy for how she feels. You lied. You had to say something to get in a position to be intimate with her. And the easiest thing to do in that situation is to down the baby's mother. So then now you can get the sympathy of, oh, I'm so sorry you had to go. And she crazy and then and all that other nonsense. Now it's like, cheaper to keep her. Now can you tell me a gentle way to let her off? No, there is
no.
There's no gentle way.
No. Not when you're sitting here sending her all sorts of conflicting messages.
Gabe said, saying, fake your death and go to Arizona.
What?
Danielle said it's not going to end well.
Yeah,
I know it's not.
It's not.
Because you lied.
You lied, and then you're telling her, I'm still going to communicate with you until you find someone else, which is AKA, I'm going to sleep with you until you can find someone else. But she's saying that I want to be with you. And then nowhere, like you said in the letter, is he saying, oh, I am, still trying to pursue the mother of my children. You're just like, oh, when you find somebody, I'll stop talking to you.
Yeah, no,
that's crazy.
That's not it. It's not it. And so, unfortunately, you're about to have to catch this L. Crazy letters get crazy responses. Yeah. And this is a crazy letter. It's not even a long one. Like, as men, I'm holding another man accountable and saying you shouldn't have lied. So now you can't turn and say, well, how can I get out of this, bro? You can't. You about to take this L.
Yeah. And then you're bringing your kid's mother into this because I'm pretty sure she doesn't know what's going on. So then now you're getting ready to put me in a situation where I got to deal with some crazy heifer who's looking at me sideways because you're not telling anybody the truth. Yeah. That's insane. And then for you to double down and say she has multiple red flags. Well, you don't think lying is a red flag, or you don't think playing around with this woman knowing that you still want to be with your kid's mother is a red flag?
Yeah, see, okay, let's explain wanting to be with the kid's mother. Okay.
He said indescribable feelings.
Right. Indescribable feelings means it's easier over there, because I'm about to have to pay this money. That's why it's indescribable, because I can't tell you I don't want to be a deadbeat dad. So I got to make it indescribable. If it was that indescribable, you wouldn't be in the situation that you're in. But financially speaking, well, this is going to cost me a couple dollars.
Mm-hmm.
So I might as well just go back home. No reason for me to upset anything. She's willing to take me back. I'm going home because it's cheaper that way. All that other stuff that he talking, she talking, that shit's crazy. Don't make no sense, man.
It doesn't. It doesn't. And it's not fair. Granted, now you sitting here saying that this woman got all these red flags, but you're not being fair to her.
Kim, please start asking for phone numbers in these message letters so we can 18
wait, No, because people won't be honest, and we want them to be honest.
At the end of the day, the way I see it, and I'm not being funny, it's like you lied, man. This letter is clearly a dude that lied. It's like, shit, how do I get out of this? And you can't. That's the unfortunate part. This one you can't get out of. Yeah. This deserves the nigga, what is you talking about?
Nigga, what is you talking about?
Yeah, because you can't get out of here. You can't get out of this. You can get out, but it's going to cost you something.
Yeah.
And the best thing, so then now if you want to say how you get out of this, the best thing to do is tell the baby's mother the truth.
Mm.
And that's going to hurt. But you tell her the truth. Because you got to team up with somebody to get through this.
What? So now you going to bring me into this bullshit?
Well, I just got to let you know. It's because you got to secure one, because you can't leave because then you'll have none.
Well, maybe you don't need none.
Well, let's not jump off a bridge.
You need to be by yourself, because what is this? Yes.
I'm coming home. Now, see, this is... All right, let's go. So there's this thing that me and my friends talk about, and I know it's not...
He is a walking red flag. Thank you.
Let's not be judgy. There's this thing that I say for men every now and again. You got to go into your nigga bag. All right. Now, in this nigga bag that he has, you got to figure out how you going to maneuver. What is the best and worst case scenario? The best case scenario is I can slide out and this chick won't trip and I can go home because all I wanted to do was get the buns in the first place. Okay, that's best case. Worst case is I crap out and I lose both.
Mm-hmm.
But this crap out costs you money because now you're going to lose money because you're going to end up in court. Bottom line. So the best thing is to figure out how I don't end up in court because I don't want to lose more monies. Okay? So I'm going to help him. Can I help him? Am I allowed to help this brother?
I guess.
Okay.
I guess.
So you tell the truth to the woman that you're going to want to be with for the duration. You gotta tell her everything. And cross your fingers that she can see through what you just did.
No. Absolutely not.
You got to tell her the truth. Because then now once you tell her the truth, then we can look at the other one crazy together.
We.
She's crazy, not us. We're good.
Us.
Right? We're good. She's crazy.
Absolutely not.
I'm trying to tell you.
What do you say to your wife? I got some sympathy, coochie, and I'm sorry.
Yes. You say
what
just
do
that.
you say that? Like that's it? And she's supposed to say, oh, okay. I
Well,
understand.
they were broken up, right?
Well, I guess so. He said
thank you, Tico. Tico said I'm liking that science. Shout out to Tico. He's one of our comedians that'll be there on Saturday. So make sure you come check out Tico. I mean, it's the truth. You can't crap out. Tico, you know what I'm talking about. You can't crap out. Because if you crap out, it costs you way too much. He rolled the dice, right? And you boom, you crapped out. But now the house is leaving with the money. They getting all the money. I can't have you taking all my money. So I got to tell the one that is the most stable. And this is, why do you think he says she has too many red flags? I got to go where it's stable because I did some crazy shit, jumped out there too far. I got to go back because this is going to cost me too much and I can't stay with her.
Absolutely.
If the red flag girl was legit, this would not be a problem. He would stay with the red flag girl because the red flag girl don't have the kids. So you stay with her because she ain't got no kids.
But you still gonna lose out on money.
Maybe. I can finesse. let me cook, as the kids say. You might not end up with punishment fees, because a lot of times child support is, I'm mad at you, so you got to pay it. Ask me how I know. So,
Wait a minute.
Sometimes child support is just because I want to punish you. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It hit tariffs on the coochie. That's exactly what it is. Tariffs on the coochie. And now, depending on who you decide to trade with, depends on how high it's going to be. And this one that's crazy is a high tariff. It's going to cost you a lot because she got a lot of red flags and he's seen it. Whereas you can go back home and keep things, stateside. It's going to cost you a little bit, but at least it's home. It's made in the USA.
And see, this is the part that I'm having a problem with, because don't sit here and say, oh, she has red flags, but you're contributing to the red flags because you're lying to this woman and you're saying, I'm going to be with you until you find somebody else.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure all of your habits, because we all know humans are habitual creatures, all of your habits are showing that you're still interested in your kid's mother. So she's probably looking at you like, okay, well, why are you out so late? Why are you doing this? Why are you on the phone? Why are you hiding that? And you're like, oh, no, bitch, this is red flags. But really, it's just like, I'm into you and I thought you were into me, but really you were only using me until you can get back with your kid's mother, or like you said, or you just missed the buns or whatever.
Well, see, I don't know. You went too far. This is what the difference between men and women. You went way too far. I didn't say I missed anything. Didn't say any of that.
Yes, I don't miss that, bitch. This is convenient.
This shit is transactional. I don't understand why women don't understand it. Look, this is transactional. My paycheck hit, and then I had a thought. If she take out X amount of dollars, how am I supposed to live?
But I don't think it's not understanding. It's just you're not being honest.
Well, I had to set it up over here, right? So then now what you realize is there's no peace over there. If that man found peace with the woman who did not have the children and there were no red flags, he would stay right there. But there's no peace there. So then you figuring I might as well just go home because I know what the hell's at home. I
get that. But what I'm saying is you probably caused that. You probably are the reason why there is no peace.
See, I hear you, but no. Because this is where men ask questions. What you say, Coach Pap boys? Coach Pop came out. Well, yeah, you see. See, I'm trying to explain it to you in a way that you can. I get where he's at.
Because you probably fucking been there.
I mean, we shouldn't discuss that. We probably shouldn't discuss that on air. This is a conversation on the ride home. Like, I'm just saying.
I've never seen you have no empathy for no fucked up nigga.
It ain't empathy. I just completely understand what he's going through. I completely understand. Because you thought you had an out. This motherfucking kid don't know my goddamn nerve. I'm out. Why? Because watch this. And you find somebody. Yeah, because this is cool. Oh shit, she's crazy as heck. Man, I need to get. Or, well, that's why we about to go down, put them papers on you. Papers? Oh shit. Well, you said you wasn't gonna put no paper. Well, I'm gonna put some papers on you because you and that bitch. That. Hold on. I'm gonna come home. Chill out. Chill out. We gonna work this out. But I got this, because she's crazy. Well, I ain't my goddamn problem. I get it. Let me handle it. Just don't go file those papers, though. don't do that.
And this is exactly why I don't mess with niggas who got kids, because this is too much. It's too much. Figure your shit out.
There's nobody that is a man who has been in a situation where you start to separate from the mother of your child that thinks I'm lying. I bet you every man will be like, nah, he right. If there was peace on the other side where this woman understood, she know you may end up going down with them papers, and it's like, cool, we got it. We'll figure it out. All that stuff, all those boxes start to get checked, then you stay. But the moment somebody, well, I don't know, because I ain't fucking that bitch, and then they want to start threatening the woman because she ain't going to take that bitch. Whoa. Because the more she gets hot, the heavier it is on you.
But you
and
created
now I can't
that situation.
I didn't create it.
What do you mean?
Didn't create it. Because people are going to be who they are. We can be cool and it's work. But then people think that they can kind of dictate situations when they see you at a deficit. Now I'm down, and then now you want to be the person to jump up as if I needed you to jump up. I just need you to be cool while I handle this over here. And she's probably stepped out of her place. And then now it's like, I'm going home. Fuck, I ain't got time for this crazy shit. Damn.
Fuck this shit.
Situationship sales. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, Tico, you get it. Like, especially the older bros. Like, I know exactly what happened here. And the problem that I'm having with him is he got to know you got to tell somebody the truth. You got to pick a side.
Yeah. Well, I totally agree with that. You're going to have to tell the truth.
He's telling us that he can't go to that side, though, because she's crazy. So then if she's crazy, she's going to make it hell for me with my children's mother. So I can't do that. So then that's like, help. How do I get out of this? You can't.
You made this bed. You made the bed because I 100% believe you, and I agree with you when you say you knew those flags were there beforehand, but you thought you were getting some crazy cooch, and you thought that it was going to be worth it, and then now shit got too hot. So
real.
like you said, it's like, well, now I got to figure out how I get out of this goddamn hot ass skillet,
right?
And you,
because she
like
talking
you
crazy.
Can't.
You tell that bitch that. Well, we're not. Why are
she,
people bitches? We're not doing that.
And you're saying that she's pressuring me to commit to her, but you probably have created this false narrative in her head. And there may be a level of delusion, because ladies, we can be delusional, where you're thinking, oh, we're going to be together. But once pillow talk and sex starts to come into, play, then things change. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you created this.
That's not always true. Okay, story time.
This nigga. This nigga.
I got it, because you keep saying you created it, and I'm saying that that's not always true. Sometimes people step out of their place. So now story time, okay? So you remember the young lady from Farrell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't want to use her name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, one night, me and her had a place in Penn Hills, right? Remember that? You weren't in college yet, were you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, we had a place in Penn Hills, chilling, minding business. And then I had, Deanna's mom.
Mm-hmm.
We had separated, right? But Deanna's mom had called for something that Deanna needed. I was taking a nap. I'm asleep on the couch, and I was awakened with, you still talking to that bitch? Now, I was asleep. We'll go back to that, okay? I was asleep. I'm minding my black ass business on the couch, taking a nap. I am in the same house as you. You've been with me all day. My daughter's mother calls because my daughter at this time needed something, because she itty bitty. She wasn't no more than 4 or 5 years old. She needed something. You thought to take the phone and throw it from across the room, and somehow it landed perfectly on my chest like she's the cornhole champion of the world. It said, pop. What the hell? So I look, you still talking to that bitch? Huh? So I'm trying to get my bearings together, because you go from resting, sleeping, chilling to you still talking to that bitch. Oh no. Now, what we know about the one from Pharaoh is she can fight.
Yeah.
And likes to.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have these problems. So I immediately grabbed the phone with the eyes like this to try to see what the hell. Yeah, she just called talking about you got to do something. For who? Who do I got to do it for? So I'm thinking like you took the message.
Mm-hmm.
But it was for my kid.
Mm-hmm.
But she took it as if I had to do something for her. And the thing that I had to do was nothing but a reminder for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't forget that you got to do blah, 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 blah. But she took it as, oh, you still talking to this bitch. Now, those are red flags.
Did you see him beforehand?
I didn't. Not in this situation, because everybody acted like it was cool. But then it was like, where did this come from? Oh, because I ain't going to be here with you still talking to that bitch. Well, wait, she's not that. And then now, things get hot because... Oh, man, I'm not lying. Things get hot. Oh, it gets worse. Things get hot because now I'm trying to rectify the situation. So then now you grab the cell phone, and this is in the flip time. Flip. Beep, 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 beep. Let me call and see what's going on. You had that bitch answer the phone, and all I'm trying to do is... Oh. I said, you answered my phone. Yeah, because you was sleeping. It kept ringing and ringing and ringing. You go, look, she only called one time. Well, what's she calling for? Because I got to go somewhere with my daughter tomorrow. It was just a reminder of the time. Well, how am I supposed to know that? I'm with you every day. This ain't going to work. So next thing you know, baby mom, if it's going to be a problem, we might as well go downtown and I can get them papers. Then I ain't got to ask you shit. Now, I'm writing messy letters asking for help because there's red flags. This happened, y'all. This shit is real. So when I tell people I've been in the game for years and it's made me an animal, my oldest is 22. That happened 17 years ago.
Crazy.
So this brother, like you said, well, you lie. Well, not necessarily. Situations may have came up that,
Situations will arise in our lives, but you got to be smart about it.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's my advice to him. Be smart because you got to pick a side. So in that situation, you say, okay, well, did you take your own advice? I damn sure did. What side did you pick? I chose home base. You can take your ass back because you ain't gonna mess up because I gotta. That's my child's mother. I got 18 years.
But then did you also tell her, I'm going to stay with you until you find somebody?
Well, see, he got to do that to keep her crazy down. See, I didn't have to do that. That means that she's really not wrapped too tight. Like, because now she's probably saying things like, if you leave me, I'll hurt myself type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So then now he got to see it through because she now is that type of person. I didn't have that same situation. But she did kidnap my Cabbage Patch Kid, which is worth money now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Insane. It's also really sad.
It is, because I'd be like, I wonder what he's doing as if he's a real person.
Yeah.
But she took it.
It's really sad.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a Cabbage Patch, y'all, by the way. Yeah.
The original one.
The original one. That got the signature on the butt and the head that you could smash off of a table and nothing will happen to it.
Yeah. It's sad.
So, yeah, that's my story. I have plenty of messy letters because I've been through that I've been through that storm. And if it's a young guy, nobody tells you specifically how to navigate that type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you're separating from your woman and this is the mother of your child, but how do I navigate the space to where I can cut some of the strongholds and then still make the new person feel as though, my situation here is business and this one over here is intimate. that's tough for young people to balance when you don't really have a full understanding of what either side looks like.
Yeah, no.
So then you start to, and I'm not even saying this to be funny. You start telling lies because you're just catering to people's feelings.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if you would just really sit down and just kind of explain, like, look, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing, and know as a man that you're going to have to take whatever the consequence is for that, because you can't control the woman on either side. So the best thing to do is just batten down the hatches and whatever's going to come, let's ride, because you'll get through the storm, but you're going to have to realize that you're only delaying the process. So it's better to just go ahead and get this stuff over with, rip off the Band-Aid, and deal with what you got to deal with. Because trying to balance the two and stay with the crazy one until she finds somebody and all of that, that's too much. Tell the crazy one, I can't do it. This is why. Baby mom, this is what I'm doing. And then be okay if both of them split from you, and then you end up by yourself.
This sounds like a situation where you need to be by yourself. Just sit down for a moment, because you got a lot going on.
Yeah.
A lot going on. And that's insane. Like,
yeah, no. Danielle said definitely a situationship. Neither one of them are following the rules of the situationship.
I think things got a little murky. You know?
Jazz, yes, story time. These aren't good stories, guys. Because to this day, the person who threw the phone, I don't talk to them.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's just what am I supposed to do? And if I go back and try to, with this, if you go back in time with this same information, but now you still couldn't do anything because you can't control the other parties. So you know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm saying where he's like, oh, she got red flags and all this. You can't control none of that. So you have to pick which one you want to deal with, or I don't want to deal with either. The best advice is to go get your own place and take the child support on the chin. And don't have any more kids.
Yeah.
At all. Because then fast forward 7 years later, there's number 2. And you're like,
fast forward.
Then fast forward 13 more years. There's number 3. You're like,
it just won't stop.
Clearly, I'm missing something. I didn't have any male role models in my life. Because nobody had that critical conversation with me. Like, you probably shouldn't keep doing this. Never mind. Now you old as hell with this little kid. You like, daddy got to take his medicine. She jumping on you like you don't mean anything, crawling on your face, pulling your beard. You're like, let me get my insulin.
And you stay right where the hell you are. That's what you do.
Feet cemented in the ground. I wish the hell I would. I do.
Aww, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky. I am lucky. Woo. I tell people that all the time. Like, I'm lucky because it doesn't always end like this for people. They get caught in that whirlpool of doo-doo.
Who the hell was in our room?
Why?
Very long echo.
That is Larry from the Echo program. I wrote that when Sally was here.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But people get caught in the whirlpool of this dating and lying and things like that. The one thing I think that helped me, and this is the best advice I can give anybody who's caught in that, I started to become okay with myself. Like, be okay with being by yourself. Because if you don't, you're just entering people into a mess that you just haven't solved yourself.
Yes.
Solve your shit.
So. Yeah.
Once you solve your shit, then you can make moves. It changes your world.
You cannot have your cake and eat it too and think, oh, I'm going to solve my mess and try to make things work. No.
Well, see, and that's the thing. You can if you're willing to accept the consequences. Like, see, I had a lot of cake. Now I got diabetes. So I had my cake. But here's the consequences of having your cake, right? So you can have your cake, but deal with the consequences and don't complain, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's the bakery's fault for making such delicious snacks. No, it's yours.
Mm-hmm.
So don't blame no woman. It's her fault. This is what you wanted to do. This is what you got. Deal with the consequences. Now, the moment you're tired of dealing with consequences and you decide, you know what, I'm going to just sit my ass down. Then you let life start to make moves for you. Whatever you may believe in, you let that start to govern what your steps are. And then now you can start to see things a little clearer. Like, hey, I'm in a fucked up place. I should probably leave. And then you leave. Or, hey, I'm in a messed up mindset. Let me go get therapy. And when you start to check those boxes for yourself, then you can welcome another person, because you don't take everything that's wrong with you and say, here,
you deal with it.
You help me. What? Like, now you can say, okay, well, I've handled that. And, you know, the one thing I take pride in is that neither of my daughter's mothers will have a reason to cross the line. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he ain't it. For what? It's handled. Like, the business of what needs to be handled is handled. And that's the part that people don't understand. And I think I get a lot of flack for it, because I say relationships are very much so transactional. I don't want to hear about love. It's about business. Because when things go wrong, nobody mentions your feelings. They mention the business. So come into it knowing that I have feelings for you, but there's still a business component to this that we have to be very mindful of. Even if we're happy, we still got to talk about putting monies together or not putting monies together, bills that need to be paid, credits that need to be repaired. That shit is business.
Yeah.
And if you want to gloss over that and think that it'll never come up, and then when it's time to buy a house and you looking at the person and you like, you got a 475 credit score, you didn't handle the business. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where I guess I have an issue with people when it comes to dating, because everyone just wants to have, you know, very glossy, like you said, delusional conversation, but we're not getting to the nitty gritty here. Because at some point it's like, okay, yeah, that's cute and all, but like you said, what's your credit score?
You want story time?
How responsible are you with your bills?
I promise you, this woman that of mine, I didn't hide anything, because I valued her enough to make sure she knew everything straight up when she was getting it. She said, well, how bad is your credit? Well, I can get a car. Can you get a house? I don't know about that. But I can get a car. And when I went to go get a car, I can get a car. House, well, I might need a little help. But I can get I can get to work. And so we can work on the house. But if you think I'm about to, that ain't happening. You tell the truth, man. When you value the person and you're also confident enough about yourself, you tell the truth.
Yeah.
This person here is not in that boat. And I think more people need to take the time to get comfortable with themselves. So when you're operating out here, it's comfortable. You don't have to belittle anybody. You don't have to talk about somebody's red flags. You can just properly dismiss yourself and say, this one isn't for me. Because everybody is not for you. I think we also live in a world where people think everything is for everybody. No, everybody is not for you. There is a person for you.
Come on, full circle.
Did I?
Well, because then we were talking about, movies and, TDS and things like that. Everything isn't for everybody.
Yeah, everything's not for, it's not. And we're about to close the show. Hey, it's 7:59. Everything's not for everybody. And I promise you, I think that's the biggest issue with our world right now is everybody thinks they're entitled to whatever it is that they want. And it's like, no. And some of the young men I talk to, I have to tell them that because they say things like, well, it's not fair. And I'm like, but who told you it was fair?
Right? It's not
they
fair.
think that things are supposed to, I'm like, but who? The question is not, why do you believe it? The question is, who told you that? Because what makes you think things are supposed to be fair? What makes you think that every woman or every man that you encounter is supposed to be the man or the woman for you? There is a vetting process that you need to go through. Go through your vetting process.
And please answer. Ask the very critical questions. Just
like, can you get a house? No, I can't. But I can get a car.
And I know you're going to be like, ain't nobody watching that. But I will say,
if you say Love on the Spectrum,
if you watch Love on the Spectrum, they ask the very important questions and they get right to it.
Because they have to. You talking about the actual contestants?
Well, like no, like when they interact with one another.
Yeah.
It's like, well, do you like this or do you like that or can you do this or can you?
You want to know why? They don't have the filter that causes them to take somebody else's feelings into consideration. We don't ask the questions at times because we probably already know the answer, and two, we don't want to hurt the other person's feelings. So that level of compassion or empathy kicks in, and then for some, and then you can't ask that question because you've now started to anticipate that person's response. They don't have that filter.
No.
So then it just comes out, bow.
James was like, do you have kids? Because I don't like kids and I don't want to marry someone that has kids and I don't like pets. I'm not a dog guy. And I said, wow.
So that's how you sound.
I don't have a problem with it at all.
That's how you sound.
I'm here for it. Get to the point. Get to the point. Because like you said, it's way too many feelings. I don't know you enough to be invested into your feelings. But what I need to do is make sure that I'm making the right decision for my future. So let's ask these questions. Let's go ahead and let's have this conversation.
Okay. I don't know if that would be my pathway, but okay. Once again, same mother, different people. It's okay. My pathway may be a little bit different, but that's why you keep your money and I don't. Maybe a little bit. Maybe I should have got a little bit of that from mom, I guess, because I didn't get that part.
I told you, you're the bleeding heart.
And everybody thinks it's you. That's the crazy. People think I'm an asshole, and I'm like, y'all have no idea. I am not the
bleeding heart.
If I could help everybody, I promise you I would. Y'all make me mean. I would be the person that gets money and then goes broke, and they'd be like, "How?" Because he was helping people out and giving it away. If I can help, there are people now in my life that I always thought about. If I got rich, there would be people that I would definitely give money to, and not like, here, I'm sorry, like things in my mind that I know here. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Now, there are friends and people that absolutely, I will 100% give you money because a lot of my stuff would end up going to friends and really maybe one or two people in the family. But as far as like apology, like, oh, I'm sorry. No, but you've done a lot of things. I have not. So
I mean, a couple to sum everything up. What would you say is the number one lesson or thing that every person in a relationship or married need to know or dating?
That's a lot. That's a loaded question.
The number one thing is to know yourself, because it allows you to gauge the other meters that you need to gauge. So your patience, your boundaries, your love, how far you can extend yourself, all starts with knowing you first. Dating is difficult when you don't know yourself because other personalities that are stronger can influence things inside of you that you may, that's something that I'm working on, but I'll compromise. And then now you regret it, like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. Where, if you don't have those gray areas and you can say, hey, man, I respect that that's something that you do, but I don't do that.
Right. And stay firm to it.
Right. And then in a marriage, the number one thing is going to be a little bit different in a marriage. So for those that don't know, was in a relationship with my ex-wife for 9 years. And now with Chiquita, we are now going on year 11. So long-term relationships, I guess you can say somewhat successful. The biggest difference of the two relationships is communication and compromise. Understanding when to compromise because you're not always going to be right, even though you want to be. And then understanding how to communicate through changes. In a marriage, you must be able to communicate through your change because you're not going to stay the same person. I met her at age 34, 33, 32, somewhere in there. I am not the same person now at 43. That would be idiotic to think that I am the same person, right? But through there were changes. And in the beginning, neither one of us knew how to articulate the change.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we had a lot of problems, because I want to do this and this is what I want to do. And you feel like somebody's capping you or something, or, you don't talk that way. You don't talk the way that you feel. You just talk the way that you think is necessary to just keep going through. But the moment that you can explain the change, hey, this is how I'm feeling now. These are the things that have caused me to think this way, blah, 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 blah. And you kind of lead it with compassion and just being able to communicate and talk without talking hurt or speaking hurt. Oh man, it'll change the world. It'll change your world. That is the biggest part of like the two different relationships. Was we operated out of a space in hurt in one, and only communicated when things finally got so bad that it's like, you've hurt me. And now once somebody's hurt you, what do you want? You want justification and you want retribution for your pain. And so then now you're really not solving the problem. You just want somebody else to feel your pain. Versus now, this is how I'm starting to feel. Well, why are you starting to feel that way? I don't know. Like this, it's been such and such and such and such. And now you can work through those changes together. And then when you do finally get to the other side, you realize that it's not the other person's fault of why you feel that way. So that would be my long and short answer. Marriage is communication through your changes by knowing yourself. So hopefully you know yourself when you're getting married. Dating is find out who you are first, so that when you date, you are intentional about what it is that you do and don't want. So if it does lead to marriage, at least both of you now are established at a certain point. Like, here's the baseline. Now, as we grow from that baseline, then we need to have that communication through our changes. And you should be okay. And always make sure you talk about the money. Because money will tear everything apart.
Yeah, it will.
The money. Don't assume, please don't assume about the money. Y'all are looking at me right now because the money wasn't right in Pittsburgh.
All right. Thank you, guys.
The moment the money wasn't right, my ass was gone. Ask me how I know.
We'll be back tomorrow. Because what?
Thank y'all for rocking out, man. And before we leave, I'm going to run it one more time. So just make sure you go get your tickets. And the tickets are not up on the website, FYI. Just check.
No, I didn't put the tickets on the website.
So where'd you tell them to go?
You can go there and click the link.
To go to the...
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So if you want to get your tickets, go to tdsradio.com and you can get your tickets there for this show right here. And we will see you tomorrow. Peace.
This is Durham, North Carolina. Somewhere in the city, a top secret event is going down. A former bank vault, private audience, and no way in unless you have a code. 4 of the funniest stand-up comics are breaking into this vault for one hilarious night. Cheryl Wade is bringing the heat. Tico Bethea, no filter, no mercy. Kiki Benson, our headliner, is ready to steal the show. Victoria McGraw, she's our beautiful host of the night. TDS Radio presents Top Secret Stand-Up. This is a private event. Once you buy your ticket, you'll get your exclusive access code. No code, no entry. Get your tickets now before it's locked away forever. Link is in the bio.